What's up? What's up? It's your boy. This is Ace Live. Listen, guys, I want to thank all those guys that's taking the time to reach out to me on social media, either my Instagram, my Snapchat, or my email, or even Facebook, to contact me and ask me questions about Medellin Colombia. All right. So this video right here I'm posting up will be about those questions to help some of you guys out, and I also want to encourage some of you guys, all you guys, to keep the questions coming. All right, I really appreciate the fact that you guys take the time to reach out to me. I met a couple of guys, I've spoken to a couple of guys online, and I think that's awesome. Anyways, let's get into the questions. All right, one of the questions you guys asked me is where to stay in Medellin. Okay, now there's several places you can stay. It all depends on where your budget and where you're comfortable staying. Right now, I tell everybody to stay in the tourist area of Poblado. All right, Poblado is probably considered the most tourist area in Medellin. Also, they have modern hotels there. When I say modern hotels, I'm talking about the bare amenities like an AC unit that works, flat screen TV, good Wi-Fi, a safe, and then it's also close to tourist areas that are for nightlife, if that's the thing you came out there. Now, the budget over there is cheap compared to how it is on the States already. But let's say you're on a cheaper budget and you really want to and engulf yourself into the culture of Medellin, then you can stay in Central, right? But you have to understand that you pay for what you get. Because I had a subscriber that hit me up, and he stayed in Medellin for 8 days, and he paid around $80 total. 8 days, paid around $80. All right, so they have a budget for everybody depending on whatnot. But guess what? His hotel did not come with an AC. It did come with a fan. It did not come with a safe. All right, so these are the things. So if you're comfortable staying in that area, if you want to really have an adventurous stay, but a risky stay, then you can stay in El Centro. Not to say that El Centro is not safe, but I think you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for what you pay for. Okay, you're paying $10 a day. You get what you pay for. Okay, not to say that's not the best place. For me personally, I like to stay in a place where I know I'm gonna be comfortable. All right. Yeah, you don't get the full experience, but still, I like to be comfortable. All right. So El Centro is a place you can stay. So there's a price range for everybody. Okay. So if you want to stay in El Centro, that's fine. Okay. The best part about staying at El Centro is the prices for everything in that area is a lot cheaper compared to Medellin. But if you're coming from the States, everything is cheap. Okay. Everything is cheap. So, but it just gets cheaper if you stay in El Centro. The food, the restaurants are cheap, and as a matter of fact, I bought this jersey in El Centro. Okay, somewhere else it would be a little bit more expensive. So just keep in mind, and there's a lot of different tourist areas in El Centro. So the next question was money. Where do you get your money? All right. So I just want you to understand, you can bring American money, but they don't want it. They don't want it, so you're gonna have to exchange that. All right. So once you go through the airport in Medellin, right? Airport, the main airport. Once you go through customs, there's gonna be a cash exchange place there, right? Do not exchange your money there. Please go upstairs. They have better rates upstairs. But I want you to know the rate they have upstairs and downstairs does not amount to the rate that you find online. You'll find a better rate online. So what does that mean, right? What that means is you lose. You're gonna lose with cash. You're gonna lose one way or another. So what I've learned traveling is I go to the ATM. I'll go to the ATM and I will withdraw the money from the ATM. Okay. Yeah, my bank is gonna charge me a 5% fee, but I know I'm gonna get the right amount based off what is online compared to what they have at the money exchange, especially at the airport. Now, you might be able to find a better rate outside the airport, but in the airport, you're going to lose. All right. And since we're talking about money, you want to get familiar with the money they have there. You see, this is 1 mil, right? Now, they can typically, when you're changing money or you're buying something and you're supposed to get like a mail back, they typically can give it to you in this form, or they can give it to you in a coin form. All right, so you have to be perceptive to know, okay, they're giving it to you in coins, because you might get like 10 coins back and think, I don't need these, and just give it away. And guess what? Someone got 10 mil off of you. Now, we don't like to get gypped, so just get familiar with this, all right? What I recommend people to do is, when they have a bunch of different currencies in their wallet, what you do is you separate the small denominations from your big ones, because what happens is you might have to pay a taxi something, and he's telling you 5 mil, and you end up giving him 50 mil because you're not familiar to the way the money works over there. All right. I love Medellin because of the fact that your dollar goes a long way, and let me see what that is. Yeah, your dollar can go a long way, but you know what I mean. Your American money is almost 3 times as amount. So like for $1 is 3 of these, which is amazing. You know what I mean? For me, that's amazing. All right. Another question is interacting with the people. How do people act to foreigners? I can only speak about my experience, and it's always been a pleasant experience mingling with the Medellin people. But I've been around other tourist people, and I've seen them being blatantly disrespectful, or not trying to understand the culture. This for me, this rule works anywhere. You just have to be respectful for the culture that you're in, no matter where you're at. All right. And if you try to be respectful, the people are going to notice that, and they're going to be more receptive to you. I do speak some Spanish, not the best Spanish, but if for those people that are traveling that do not speak Spanish, you can still enjoy mingling with the locals. It's just you have to be patient with them, and if they see you're patient, they will work with you. Because a lot of times you try to communicate and you can come out harsh, and the person is going to be like, oh, I don't want to even talk to you. But if they see you trying to communicate with them and you're patient, they will be receptive to you too. I have a lot of people that ask me questions about how do Colombians react to black people. And I just want to tell you guys that there are black people in Colombia. Black people in Colombia. There's black people in Colombia. Black people in Colombia. Yes, they're there. Okay. Black people been everywhere. Okay. We've been shipped everywhere. Okay. So there are black people in Colombia. So if you do not talk, and you're from the States and you don't speak Spanish, they will think you're Colombian. Do not say a word and they think you are Colombian. All right. Don't say anything and they think you're Colombian. So as far as that goes, it's no big deal that you're black and you're traveling to Colombia, because there's plenty of black people in Colombia. For me, it's people walk up to me and start speaking Spanish to me all the time. You know what I mean? And some of the Spanish I can understand, some I can't. But yeah. People are receptive, but I've noticed there is more of a curiosity when they hear your American accent. All right, sometimes it can be a positive. You know what I mean? I remember my first trip I went on a train, and I was recording myself. Okay, it's a video, one of my first videos, and while I was on the train, I was talking to myself and talking to myself in English, and everybody was looking at me like I was a Statue of Liberty. Not because I was black. It was because of my accent. It was like as if they heard Japanese come out. out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So that was kind of cool. That was very interesting. Um, where to go, where to party at. I will have to tell you guys this, to party in Poblado, but there are several places you can party in Medellin. All right, you just have to do your research. There's plenty of things to do. Where to go? There's plenty of parks and historical museums that you can go to, and I would recommend you guys to take the metro cables. There is a place 2 miles, excuse me, 2 hours away called Guatapé that I would also recommend you guys to go to. I have not been there, but I am planning to go this trip. Lord willing, if it don't rain, all right? But I would like to thank all you guys for watching this video. If you guys have any more questions, holler at me, okay, on social media. All my info is in the description. I will holler at you next time. I'm going to Medellin tomorrow. I will have more videos out, so subscribe, all right? I would really appreciate you to subscribe and check out your boy's other video, all right? I'll see you in the next one. Yo!